Welcome back to another episode of the Hippy Jump podcast. I am your host, William, and today I am joined by Stoke. How are you doing, man?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing great, dude. I'm glad you said yes to coming on the show. Super excited.
Yeah, dude, I love what you're doing. It's super cool. So I had to say yes.
Nice. I appreciate it. And I gave you a shout out for the setup before, but I have to do it on the podcast. Like, dude, your setup is so nice. Looks so good.
Thanks. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I hope I was telling you, I hope it doesn't die. So if it dies, there might be a splice,
Yeah.
we'll have to change the battery and
Yeah, we'll perform some magic. That happens.
yeah.
All right, let's jump into it. Who is Stoke? Who are you?
Dang.
Yeah.
So Stoke lives on the internet, I guess. Stoke is a gamer. I've been playing skate for quite a long time now, making realistic content and just kind of being almost like just a community manager in a way, I guess. Running communities and was a moderator on EA back in the day and stuff. But personally, I'm also a dad. I work in coffee and specialty coffee, and that's a big part of my life.
Nice.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. So like how far back do you go with skate? When did you get into skate?
So I guess I could tie in like Fluck It, the forum that I used to run, because that was kind of the first thing I did in skate was I started a forum with a guy named Debaser. It's his internet name too. We were on the Tony Hawk Project 8 forums on the xbox.com. And this was when that like Rob Dyrdek trailer that was like in the show. I forget if it was Fantasy Factory or Robin Big. I think it was Robin Big. They showed some footage of skate and people got hyped, but there was no forum. There was no like official EA forum or anything. So Debaser and I started a forum, got off xbox.com and started Skate Fluck It, which is like, can I cuss?
Yeah,
I don't usually cuss, but okay. Fluck it is fuck it and flick it. So that we like mash those words together.
Yeah.
But yeah, we started that and it kind of popped off. It became like a sort of de facto official forum until EA made their own. And then there was a community day in July of 2007, and they invited Debaser and I up to play the game. So that's pretty much the day I started playing was July 10th because I remember it because it was my birthday. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the best birthday, dude. That's crazy.
For sure. Yeah. I have this like signed Skate One deck on the wall right here.
Man.
They gave me that on my birthday when I was there. And yeah, it's got Ryan Gallant, Danny Way, Mark Gonzalez, Booznitz, Pat Duffy, Mike Carroll, and Chris Haslam.
Dude, that's crazy.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. So the community day back then, like, what was it like? Like, so it was just a bunch of pros there and like developers?
No. So they had like pre-signed this and just gave it to me as a gift. I think they had a couple that they just had like hung up in the office. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, they ripped it down. They're like, it's this kid's birthday. We don't have anything here. I'm like, holy moly. But yeah, the community day. By the way, it's so sick that you got to go to the capture event and stuff in Los Angeles.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's so cool to go and see the studio. I think for me, like I was a small town kid. I was 19 years old. And like, that was the first time that I flew, really traveled. At the time it was out of the country when they were doing them because it was all in Vancouver. So it just like opened my eyes up to the world. It was sick, but we flew in. I think we got dinner that night, went back to the hotel. The next day we woke up and like toured the facility. They have like the big FIFA soccer field there and all that stuff. And then we played the game. So we sat in like a kind of like a conference room and just took turns on a controller on a big screen. I forget where it is in Skate One, but it's a big mega ramp. Mm-hmm. And they were like showing us how to Christ air and all this stuff and like teaching us how to play. And it felt super awkward going from like Tony Hawk controls to that.
Yeah.
But real sick. And then after we got done with the tour and stuff, we all went out to dinner later. And like that's where I really kind of got to know Cuz a little bit better. We skated through the streets of Vancouver and went and got food. And
Dude, that's so cool.
legal drinking age is 19. That was my 19th birthday. So like first legal beer was on the EA card. Super sick. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so sick. Yeah, we went to the LA thing, but it wasn't really like a community day thing. So I'm hoping they do like a big, one day whenever the game launches or something, they do like something big in Vancouver like that. I think that'd be really sick.
That would be sick. Yeah, they have that like I saw they sponsored that Dime event. Have you seen that? There's like I forget what they call it. It's the big Dime skate event. But
I have no idea what
even
it's called,
something like that, like invite us out to some big event like that would be so cool.
Right. Send us places.
Yes. Yeah. Dude, getting to meet like other people in the community face to face was such a weird thing too. I know you probably felt similar, but like I had never met Debaser. So we kind of had a lot of trust in each other with Flucket and stuff, but like we at the time you had to have a passport to get into Canada if you flew, but if you drove across, you didn't have to have one. So I didn't have a passport, and Debaser lived in Seattle, and I flew into Seattle, and then we both took a bus from Seattle to Vancouver. It's like a 2-hour drive, and he had these like wire headphones, and we're just like listening to I think it was the Pixies and this I forget the other guy's name, but it was just so cool to like meet somebody that you've known online and actually just connect with them. Yeah, and it seems like y'all all connected just from what I've seen. So
yeah, it was amazing. I mean, some of those dudes I like didn't even really talk to beforehand, and like meeting them, and they instantly felt like we're all homies. Like everyone was so cool. Like it's
that's sick.
Yeah, it's a really cool experience doing that. Still can't believe it happened, but
yeah.
But
that's super rad.
So yeah, you're like super OG. I feel like people don't even realize that. Like even if they stumble upon your channel now, they probably don't realize like, oh, this guy's been in it for a long time.
Dude, yeah. And I kind of like did that by design, I guess. Like when I say like community sort of organizer, like I really tried to stay neutral and not make stuff about myself. And what that did is just kind of put me in the shadows a little bit. And but now I'm trying to make things a little bit more about me and have a channel and stuff. So
yeah.
But yeah, the videos that we got to post, like in my comments, it was all just like, this guy has like 200 subscribers. How is he playing the game and this and that? I'm just like, whatever. So
right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're mad that you got the chance, but they don't even know, like, they don't know your history, man. Like,
yeah.
So
all of us that like everyone in the player council and stuff, like that all put in work, even if you don't know who they are, like even you doing the podcast and stuff, like, dude, we all deserve it, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. That's crazy though. So you, from Skate 1, from all that, like, how were you with the rest of the franchise? Did you continue to play throughout the years, Skate 2 and 3 and stuff?
Yeah, for sure. It's like the way Flucket worked is it was just kind of a forum to talk about stuff similar to like the Discord and stuff now, but I would make private forums for all these teams that would come on. So like only the members in the team would see their forum, and it just attracted a lot of people. And I ended up like trying not to get on teams, but then I ended up getting on some teams and filming and stuff. And I was on HoodlumFamily for a very long time, and still am. Team hop a little bit. I just kind of play all the sides. I'm in Oak Street, and yeah. So I filmed a lot of edits with Hoodlum, and did that in Skate 1. Skate 2 felt so quick, like because Skate 3 came out. We just didn't get a lot of time with Skate 2, I feel like. But yeah, I've been playing all through it, and I've grown up and started a family and had jobs and lost jobs and just living life. And like skate has been this constant the whole time, which is pretty cool. So yeah.
Man, that's awesome. So Hoodlum, I didn't know Hoodlum went back that far either.
Yeah, Skate One for sure. I think
That's
if you get on
crazy.
YouTube, you can search. I think it's Grand Larceny is the name of the edit, but I think that was their first edit.
Wow.
It's probably like copyright striked and stuff now, but
Yeah.
all silent. But
Yeah, that's crazy. That shows how much I don't know about like teams and stuff. Cause I mean, I found Hoodlum from like Skater XL videos and stuff. Um,
yep.
that's crazy. I thought they were like a Skater XL group. So did everyone kind of eventually move to Skater XL, I'm assuming?
Yeah, Skater XL was, I guess, first, or maybe Session was first,
Mm,
and then XL was like shortly after. I forget, but the mods with XL and just the way you can edit the stats menu and just make it look so sick, I think attracted people to film on that a little bit more. And Session, I think, is feeling and looking a lot better than it first did.
yeah.
But I see stuff from Hoodlum on Session and XL, and even some like BMX streets and stuff. You see a lot of edits. So
Yeah.
it's funny. Like I'm almost 40. I'm 38 years old. So like all the people in Hoodlum from back then are pretty old now too. And like there's all these young guns on the team,
Yeah.
which is funny to see. I pop in sometimes and it's like brand new people I've never talked to, but
Right.
yeah,
I
passing
love
the
that.
torch.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Are you like into Session and Skater XL and stuff, or were you?
Yeah. So just going back to Fluck It, like I guess I have two kind of stories that tie in with Session and XL. Uh, so Session, somehow I got connected just like chatting with the Session guys, the developers, and I was like, come on Fluck It and like do a Q&A so we can get some more info, and they were down. So they did a Q&A on Fluck It, and at the time the game was actually going to be on Rails, kind of like you
Really?
would start. Yeah, it was like there was no open map or anything. You would start at one point and then like go down a track, and then there would be like a gap or a handrail or stairs or something. That was kind of the big info that came out in that Q&A, and I think the reaction from everyone on Fluck It kind of made them change what they are now, just sort of like pack that away and start over as like an open sandbox and everything. So we like seeing that progression and being involved in it as a community a little bit. We were super hype on Session, and um, when there was like the prison level or whatever, I
Mm,
don't know if you remember that, but
yeah.
it was like the demo that came out. People played it all the time back then, and then yeah, I think XL just kind of stole everyone's attention away. And John West was one of the co-founders of Easy Day. He made XL,
Mm,
and he would randomly pop in on Fluck It and show like little pieces of XL when it was like just a demo. He
mm.
was like in our introduction forum, and so we all got hyped about that. It's like, who's this guy just like feeding
Yeah.
gameplay in the forum? And then he went radio silent, and I guess that's when like Easy Day started, and they started getting some funding and like making it a big thing. But we were all fired up about that too. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's sick, dude. Yeah, I was big into Skater XL for a while. Um, I've tried Session, played it a good bit, but dude, that game is so hard. It's so much harder than Skater
it
XL to
is.
me.
Yeah, it is really hard. I feel like the XL controls are kind of like a natural evolution of Flick It,
Mm,
and it seems intuitive, whereas I think a lot of Sessions controls for me just don't feel as intuitive as I wish they would.
yeah.
And that's why I like Flick It and XL's controls a lot. But
I guess we'll switch to the new game. Uh,
mhm.
were you expecting the new game to kind of take on the new controls that skateboarding games evolved into, kind of?
I think I definitely hoped that it would. I trying not to like go into NDA stuff and like give things that we suggested or whatever, but that was like a big hope for me, at least, was like, oh, maybe it'll have dual stick controls, and it doesn't, and that's okay. Now that I have it like in my hands, I think they've done such an incredible job of expanding the controls out into new ways, like with pre-winds on the left stick and all that stuff. And I think like controlling pop height with just the right stick and stuff feels really good. And yeah, it was a hope, but I'm like all about it now. So
Yeah,
I love Flick
yeah.
It.
Yeah, that's kind of how I've felt. because at the time when they announced the game, I was really into Skater XL, and I was like, oh man, like I hope, they do dual sticks, because it's just like it opens up so much for the game. But then like once you play it, it's like, oh yeah, like you can still do a lot with Flick It. So I really like that. They put in work into that for sure.
Definitely. And like being in the player council, I put a lot of thought into like the feedback that I give and stuff, and put a lot of thought into what the game is like. And I think that skate has this like flow of going from transition to street, and just like the way you can speed check. And I think that play style, the way it feels, a lot of that is just being on one stick, and turning with the triggers like an XL and all that. Just it does kind of close the options that you have in skate. And yeah,
that is true.
It just feels good.
I feel like the speed and like the air you get in that game in skate, I feel like it would be hard to kind of control that with the triggers. It'd be hard to be accurate.
Yeah. And like grabs feel so good with the triggers in skate, and the way you tweak grabs. And I've been converted, I think. So
for sure. What are some things like kind of like your skate wish list, like something you hope to see them add down the road that we haven't seen yet?
Yeah, I mean, multiplayer modes, I guess, is a big one for me. And I like death races are huge for me. I love death races. That's my favorite multiplayer mode. But like spot battles, obviously people love spot battles, and I think ranked play is popular, just leaderboards and things like that. I hope they expand the multiplayer, and
yeah, I hope so too. I feel like it really needs that. Especially being an online game, it's like, well, where's all the multiplayer stuff?
Yeah, for sure.
It's still early, so still getting there.
Yeah. And I just the game is like super unfinished. I feel like people ignore that, or just like don't believe it. They don't trust EA or something, so they don't believe it's actually like it's a 0.27 build right now.
Yeah.
Which means there's a lot. We're like a quarter of the way through the development process. I think just expanding on like the feeling of the game is probably something I really hope they do, and I expect that they're going to continue to do over the play tests and the early access and stuff. But things feel so good, but like animations getting cleaned up, or like having animations that you can choose from for certain tricks or something, like things like that would be super cool to see.
Yeah, that would be cool. I think people don't really, I mean, I guess it's not up to them to have to know like game development and stuff. It's not like I know a ton about game development, but it's like but it's like the build is 0.27, and like from what I understand, a complete game is 1.0, so it's like it's 27
I think
out of 100.
I'm not good at math, but I think a whole number is a complete number, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, dude, this game is still so far from being done. And hopefully, I can't wait to see what it ends up like, but hopefully it ends up being really good.
Same. I think people too, like, not to like give credence to the people who are being super toxic online, but like the positive and the negative reactions that people have online or through feedback in the playtests. I think what I'm trying to say is when the game comes out, there's going to be a ton of actual feedback from people vocally, and the people playing the game are really what drives where the game goes. So it's live service, and it's going to be around for a long time. So it's only makes sense that it would get updated, and they're not just going to keep going down a path that people don't want. So
yeah, a lot of people don't think they're listening too. So
they definitely are listening.
Yeah,
yeah.
Hopefully that shows throughout the updates and stuff, and because the community is crazy right now. But
yeah,
I don't know what other questions I have for the new game. I feel like that's really it. I know like we can't talk a ton about it because we're like council and stuff.
I could talk for an hour about like what's there and what's coming and it's hard when you're under non-disclosure agreement. So
right, exactly. I guess I'll ask you about council though, not about what we talk about and stuff, but like, you've been on council since the start, right? Were you added at the beginning? Well, I mean, what?
Yep.
How did that happen? They just hit you up one day and they're like, "Yo, council."
Yeah. So I've known Cuz since 2007. I don't think it's like nepotism or anything. I feel like I certainly earned it, but I think just knowing Cuz and some of the other devs, like they know that I'm professional and I give good feedback and I have experience. Like I've signed non-disclosure agreements for XL and Session and Skate, so
Dang.
like I have the sort of back end experience that that I guess they trusted. So I would hope. I don't really know why I got chosen, but maybe that's why.
That's definitely why. Yeah. I would guess that you know what you're talking about at this point.
I'm not confident about much, but I am confident about that in skateboarding games. So, yeah.
Yeah, I hope people listen to that and like realize like, oh, there's people on council that actually know what they're talking about. Like,
yes, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. And like, it's it is an open forum for people to give feedback, and I hope that people, if they take away one thing, it is that EA and Full Circle specifically listens to us and listens to the community. Like they really do. So
yeah, they do. Even though people are mad, it's like, oh, it's free to play, no one asked for this. It's like, well, everything else, like they're listening. The skating, and you can tell they are. I mean, with the skating.
Yes, for sure. Free to play and stuff. It's like, I understand like it being a live service game online all the time. Like people are worried it's going to just disappear one day. And like, I think that decisions in business have to be made, financial decisions. Like, if they want to sell this costume or like make it live service and sell decks and all that stuff, but it's free. Like if that's what keeps the game alive, and that sandbox and those controls and those physics are there for those of us that like skate realistically, or people like Tommy, if they have object dropper and can do all the crazy big stuff, and like the Rube Goldberg machine, like if that's all there, like I'm willing to take whatever else is happening to make that game successful. And yeah, I'm okay with the free to play. I'm okay with online all the time, as long as like the core game feels good, and I think it is feeling good. So
I think that's the most important part of it. Just in my opinion, I already think it feels better than Skate 1, 2, and 3. I think they're on a great track for
100%.
So, yeah.
if you're on the outside looking in, and like I know people are focused on like the brightness of the game, the kind of cartoony thing, like I can see how you can think it's going in this direction that maybe is negative, but when you get your hands on the game, like it feels so much better than Skate 1, 2, and 3. And I guess the council is, I think it's been 4 years that I've been on, or 3.5, something like that. And I've been playing the new Skate that entire time almost. And so I've also been playing Skate 3 with friends, and it's tough to go back to Skate 3. It does not feel as like snappy, and I don't have as much control over my pop. And yeah, it definitely feels better in a lot of ways. So.
Yeah, it ages the games a lot. Yeah, since we're talking about controls, I want to talk about the video you posted, the first video you posted, where you were kind of showing off the realistic controls and stuff. Like, I feel like that video got really good reception, and a lot of people were like, wow, this is like the best thing I've seen from the game so far. Like, what was it like posting that video and seeing everyone's reaction?
I have never had anything get like that popular that fast, that I've posted or created. So that was surprising to me. And I think also what was surprising was that like positive reception. I had a lot of fear that like the comments were just they're already negative about the game at that time. Everyone was being really negative. And so the positive comments were definitely probably the biggest surprise for me. And my intention wasn't to like change everyone's opinion or whatever. I really just wanted to show off what I was excited about with the game. And I think everyone in the council did that. And yeah, I'm just happy that it swayed some opinions. You know, there were some reaction videos and stuff where people were like, wow, this did actually show me some things I didn't know the game could do. So
Yeah, it showed me some things I didn't know it could do. I was like, what? Like the stuff you were showing, I was like, you can do this in this game? What? It's crazy.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the player council was valuable in that sense that from being there from day one, we kind of got to see these features come out and give feedback on them and stuff. And so I'm not like a whiz kid. It's just been shown to me. So
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see, you know, how everything turns out with the game. But it seems like a lot of the negativity has died down some. Just from more and more videos that have gone on. And also, like, people are saying, oh, I finally got the game. I actually like it. But yeah, if you're upset about the game, just remember it's a work in progress, very early still, and feedback is important. So
yeah, give feedback. Like
yeah.
I said earlier, like your voice matters. If you don't like something, say it. Just say it nicely.
Yeah,
or not, I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
they're saying it for sure. I don't know if it's nicely, but yeah, let's switch gears to you. Just off of skate completely. I guess we'll stick to skateboarding though. Did you used to skate back in the day or still skate?
Yeah, I still skate. I'm young enough still, I think, to get out there a little bit. Like a lot of the old dudes, I just stick to curbs and flat ground now. But
yeah.
I started skating in like 1998, 1999, I guess.
Dang.
Got my first board on Christmas. It was a DNA skateboards deck. It's an old company that it was Paul Rodriguez's first board sponsor.
Wow, yeah.
So it's an old company. Yeah.
That's sick.
I think they turned into Plan B eventually. So turned back into Plan B. But yeah, it's skating off and on for a lot of years. Just having fun with it.
Yeah.
I never had those like delusions of going pro or anything. I was pretty realistic about my skill set, but
no, you just do it for the love of it.
That's right.
What is your favorite like skate video?
I would say photosynthesis is probably the one that popped in my head first, and I was talking about tattoos earlier in one of the chats we were in with Rich and stuff, and I just have some bad ones. I consider this a bad one, but I have the workshop logo on the back of my arm. Terrible. Just I'm a walking marketing for companies, but I love photosynthesis. I think like the skating was great, but really I think what attracted me to it was the video editing, all the like B-roll footage and like 35 millimeter camera stuff of like the birds and the film burn and stuff. Like that was probably the video that showed me that you could be like artistic and creative with skateboarding. It wasn't just about hitting the biggest gap or biggest handrail or whatever. Like there was an art to it. Yeah. All the Trans World videos were kind of in a similar vein. I love all of those. They're good.
Nice. So are you into like videography, like photography and stuff?
Photography for sure, but see, I do a little bit of skate photography for just local people at the skate park, just for fun. I don't do any videography really, but most of my photography is like street photography or landscape stuff. I live in the mountains, so yeah.
Nice.
But in skate, going back to skate, I guess like that really let me flex that videography stuff. Like just being interested in skateboarding, the fact you could do a fisheye or a long lens, and you can ramp slow-mo stuff with the triggers, and that's a really attractive part of the game for me. So
yeah,
it's one of my favorites.
In your opinion, what game do you think has the best replay editor out of like XL, Skate, Session?
I mean, if we're modding XL, I would say probably XL.
Yeah.
Just because you can have like a light on your camera. Session has a ton of those features too, like default in the game, which is sick. But I just find a lot of things in Session a little clunky, I guess.
Mm.
XL feels very similar to Skate's replay editor, just with some more options if you mod. But I love Skate 3's. I just know it so well.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I really hope they've been kind of looking at Session and Skater XL for the replay editor, because I think there's great things in both of them. But I mean, as much as I also agree that Session is clunky, like, dude, there's so many things you can do with that replay editor. This thing is crazy. It's super confusing, but
it is. Yeah. Yeah. I think when it came out on Xbox, I spent a lot of time just like going through all the replay editor stuff then, and just having that on Xbox, like in my living room, was really cool. No mods or anything, you know. But
yeah. What are the games do you play? Do you game
Rocket League?
Okay.
Rocket League a little bit. I have 3 kids, so Fortnite is big in this house, sadly. But I've grown to love it.
Yeah.
I have the Hank Hill skin right now, and I'm happy. The Bob's Burger skin.
Nice.
Yeah, that's about it. Minecraft a little with the kids, but you know, Gears of War, Halo, those were big games for me in the past. And when AAA games like that come out, Red Dead, GTA, I'll play those too. So.
Yeah, all great games for sure.
Yep.
The kids gonna get into the skate games.
Definitely. Yeah, they have been super curious over the years with what Dad is doing in the council, and they've gotten to see some stuff that like their friends haven't gotten to see, and it's pretty cool.
That's sick.
But yeah, they'll definitely play, and I think like to speak on skate and the job the developers have, like my 7-year-old who's just a kid that wants to have fun, plays Roblox and Fortnite, and then me who's like an old head skater wants there to be like vignetting on the camera and the replay editor and stuff. Like they have this job to appease everybody, my 7-year-old and me. And I think they're doing that, which is kind of crazy. Like when you look at all the council videos that came out and all the capture event videos and stuff, like there's so many different play styles and personalities. And I think all of us are enjoying the game as far as I know. And I think that's a feat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You can tell that they're catering to hardcore skaters, and then like you said, like the kids and stuff. And
yeah,
it's wild because you can like you be in the same map, someone's flying around doing these insane gaps, and then you're down here skating this ledge like just by yourself. Like
that's right. Yeah. It's so cool. It really is cool. And I think pulling that off, going back to what I said earlier, of just like making the game successful, like that's kind of what you got to do. And I think they're doing a good job. So
yeah. What else are you into that's not games and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, coffee is a huge part of my life with my day job. I spend a lot of time drinking coffee in like a very nerdy sort of scientific way. I manage a team. I source green coffee, which is raw coffee beans from origin. And then I'm also head roaster. So I like roast all that coffee, and we're checking like moisture content of coffee beans and color grade, or checking the color when it comes out of the roaster, and just lots of nerdy stuff. But I drink it every day. And so that's a huge part of my life. And guitar is probably my other thing. I've been playing guitar for a while. So
yeah. Man, that the coffee thing is so interesting.
It's weird.
Yeah, no, but it's so cool to have like an interest like that. I don't know. It's so interesting to me.
It's like, it wasn't something that interested me really before I got the job either. It just kind of fell in my lap. I was working at a skate shop, and then COVID hit and the skate shop closed, got laid off. So the cafe that I was working at, that I'm working at now, they had skate ramps and stuff behind the cafe. So I was just out there on like a Tuesday, go out there every day and skate the curb or the little quarter pipe they had. And this guy came out and was like, "It's noon on a Tuesday. You need a job. What are you doing here?" And I was like, "Sure, dude." And so that's how I started. I was working like third shift. I was kind of like a part-timer at the skate shop / stay-at-home dad. But when I started working at the cafe, I worked third shift and made cold brew, and I've just kind of slowly worked my way up to manager and learning all this stuff about coffee. And yeah, it just fell in my lap.
Yeah.
Super weird.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, when we
Yeah.
were in LA, it turns out Tommy's like also loves coffee, and I also love coffee.
Really?
So yeah, we're just like, where's the coffee? We gotta find the coffee. And like we
Nice.
went to the EA office, and they've like, dude, they have a bunch of different machines to make all this different kind of coffee. We're just like, dude, I don't even know what to do right
sick.
now. Bro, you probably would have been in there killing it. Like, oh, I know what this is. I know what this is.
They have like espresso machines and stuff, just kind of like
yeah, they had
hanging
like,
out in there.
there's like
That's pretty
one,
rad.
is it like we'll make like lattes in a machine. Then there's like an espresso machine if you want like a little cup of espresso or whatever. And there's like, yeah, all sorts
That's
of
pretty
things.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's rad. Yeah, I think those are called super automatics. I actually took like a technician course on how to work on these ones from a company called Eversys. Just heady stuff that goes on in my job. And I dropped out of high school, like hated math, and it's just weird that I've ended up in this place. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So what's like, I don't know, I guess like, what is your favorite, like, I guess not type of coffee. Well, I guess type of coffee or favorite drink of coffee. You just drink it black or like?
I generally drink black coffee, yeah, but I like if I'm drinking espresso, I don't really like straight espresso in a way where I could drink it every day. I can appreciate it. But I'll do like a cortado or cappuccino, like a smaller coffee espresso drink with milk. But yeah, black coffee is what I'm drinking like 99% of the time. And I really like washed coffees, and I like really, really light coffees. So you can taste kind of how it was grown and the process and everything. But
what is a
washed coffee? So yeah, washed coffee is basically there's a process when you pick a coffee cherry. So coffee is actually a seed, and they'll take those cherries and you either pull the skin and the mucilage, which is like the fleshy stuff inside, away to get to the seed. And if you do that and then just wash it in water, that's basically a washed coffee. Then they'll dry them on like raised beds out in the sun. And then there's natural process, which is when you ferment it on those raised beds with the cherry on the seed. And so that adds like this funky sort of fermenty quality sometimes, or you get these nice like berry notes. So if you've ever had like a mega fruity coffee, it's probably a natural. And then washed coffee is more clean. And then like these days they do lots of experimental stuff. So like anaerobic fermentation, where there's like an oxygen free tank. They take the coffee in there and just like ferment it for a while, and then it tastes like super intense and fruity and boozy. They do co-ferments. They add like banana chips or berries or candy and all kinds of crazy stuff to these tanks and just like add these flavors to the coffee that way. But it's not the same as like flavored coffee you'd get at the store. It's more like you have like a chemistry kind of farmer guy that's working that stuff. But
dude, that is
I love
crazy.
coffee so much. Yeah.
I didn't know coffee got that deep. That's wild.
It does, dude. It really does. Like, yeah, we like, I have these temperature probes in the roaster that read the temperatures that I'm roasting the beans at. And each coffee has a profile. And we kind of have to follow this graph. And when it comes out, we check the weight loss to see how much moisture came out of the coffee, and checking the color to make sure it's consistent from roast to roast. And it's like creative, but also like very structured and scientific. And I think that's why I love it so much.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like you're like a scientist. I personally love cold brew.
Nice.
What is the process of that? What is that? Just cold coffee? Or?
So cold brew. Yeah, at most places that you get cold brew from, they're going to take very coarse ground coffee and they're going to put it in a container. And you have a ratio of like coffee to water for a recipe, and then you let that sit for usually 24 hours if it's at room temperature. If you're putting it in like a fridge and trying to be like super food safe, it takes a little longer than that, like maybe 48 hours. Yeah, then you pour it out and filter it, and yeah, you just get this nice like lower acid, sort of smoother flavor.
Okay. Does that make it stronger? I feel like cold brew hits harder than just regular coffee.
Yeah, cold brew, I think because it's so like smooth and like milder flavored, people tend to brew it at like a lower ratio, which makes it more concentrated. So you have more coffee and less water than you would if you like brewed a regular cup of coffee. So you get more caffeine. Like each bean
Okay.
has a certain amount of caffeine in it. So if you use more beans, there's more caffeine. So yeah, it makes you shit. Makes you gets you fucking anxious, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's like if I have a long drive and like hit Starbucks nitro cold brew, I'm just like
Yep.
zooted behind the steering wheel. Like
That's right. Yeah, I'll go to Starbucks too. Yeah, everyone has like negative things to say about Starbucks, but like the one cool thing is that they do brew their own cold brew in-house every single night. So that's
oh, they
pretty
do?
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty rad. It's
Mm,
not some like factory concentrate, as far as I know.
mm,
Like the nitro that they pull out of the taps, it's
yeah.
all fresh brewed. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I really like it. I
Yeah.
mean, there's like a one local coffee shop near me. Well, actually, it's not even local. It's a chain, but it's like a smaller chain. And then there's like Dunkin', so like I have like three options that I go to, but
Yep.
I think Starbucks has the best cold brew out of them. So
Nice.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Um,
Dunkin's all about that flash brew. They're like iced coffee. People love the iced coffee at Dunkin'.
yeah, dude. I mean, but dude, their coffee is sweet. I mean, unless you ask for it not
Mhm.
sweet, but like,
Yeah.
that stuff's sweet. um, Man, I'm sure people did not expect us to talk about coffee for that long.
I know, dude.
I
I can
love
talk about
coffee, so
that and skate all day. Skateboarding and coffee.
they gotta get like in the new game they need to put like Stokes coffee shop or something in there. Like it's
There
one
we
of the
go.
buildings.
Now we're talking. And we can recreate my little spot behind the cafe
Yeah.
that we had.
Hell yeah.
I'm
No,
down.
we gotta take that to them next time we talk to
That's right.
them. Like I know you're working on a lot of stuff, but this is important. Stokes coffee shop.
Mhm. To the top.
Yeah.
Number one.
I guess start ending it. What with the videos you've been posting, your channel's how much is your channel gain in terms of subs? Like it's been pretty significant, right?
I think I had like 115 before I posted subscribers. Before I posted those videos, I'm at like 1.5 now,
Oh yeah.
1.5K,
Holy crap.
which is kind of crazy. And like, I didn't expect it. And I, I, I'm hard on myself sometimes. So I'm like, I don't think it's me. I think it's just that it's skate. You know, there's
Mhm.
this excitement about the game and stuff. And um, I don't know. Well, I'm going to keep posting after the excitement dies down. So we'll see if any of that sustains and I gain more momentum. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping to create more content, post edits, and I think how to's and tutorials are kind of up my alley a little more. So be a
Mhm.
lot of that on the channel. But
So once
Mhm.
the game is out, you're just gonna keep pumping out content for that game.
Pretty much. Yeah. I think XL, I was making edits and stuff for a little bit. You can find those on like Hoodlum's YouTube page a lot. Um, just updates like kill my mods and then I have to reinstall the mods and it's just like this back and forth. So I'm really
Yeah.
excited that Skate is gonna just have it all there, you know.
Yeah.
So I'll probably do a lot in Skate, but
Hmm. Yeah, that reminds me like I really like Milky. I really like his channel a lot. And like I think there's like every year it's like new mod guy. Like there's so many mods and stuff going on in that
yeah,
game. So it'd be nice to have
yeah,
all that stuff built into one game. So
yeah, yeah. Milky's sick. I definitely have used Milky's videos to get back up to speed.
yeah.
And Jesse Lack, I don't know if you know Jesse. I think that's his YouTube name. I forget.
I don't know. I don't know if I know
Jesse.
him.
Okay, he made some great tutorials too.
Mm.
But um, yeah, I'll be in there
Yeah.
making videos.
Yeah. Go subscribe to Stoke. He's gonna be out there killing it. I can't believe you gained that many subs off of those videos. That's
I
awesome,
know,
dude.
it's wild. It's wild, man. Yeah.
You deserve it,
I
bro.
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's scary. It's I've never been asked to do a podcast, so even this I was a little nervous. It's all new to me. So,
Yeah.
yep.
No,
You're doing an awesome job, man. I watched Nick's video with you, the interview
mhm.
earlier today. That was so sick and seen Tommy's and I think it's important to like showcase these people and you're doing an awesome job there. So,
Thank you, man. Yeah, I
yeah.
appreciate it. Yeah, doing the podcast is like, I'm always nervous doing this. I don't know why. It's just like a lot of attention, but like I really like highlighting different people in the community and kind of showing off like, hey, like look how cool these people are. Look at all the cool stuff they're doing. So I got to get more interviews out there, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, get it. Get it. I heard you want to interview D and Cuz. I hope that happens.
Dude, yeah.
D or Cuz.
If anyone can make that happen.
Yeah.
That's
Kelly, I bet Kelly would be down too. Kelly, Oak Street Lokes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you wanted me to say his name, so you can edit it out. Oak Street Lokes would be a good one to interview. He has a long history in skateboard culture and skate, so he would definitely be an interesting interview for sure. So
yeah, I've talked with Tommy about having him and Kelly. Does Kelly say his name?
I have no idea. I'm doxing him.
I'll figure
Kelly.
it out after. I'm pretty sure he does though. But
yeah.
But yeah, the two Oak Street Lokes, I'm planning on having them on at some point. So I'm waiting to get my Oak Street Lokes shirt in the mail right now.
Nice.
So
I bought one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like with the video I posted, like 90,000 views, like the scariest thing ever. It's like, that's terrifying.
Crazy. I saw you hit 1,000 subscribers, which is so sick. Yeah, you get the little earn button. You get some options to.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you want
to
make a couple of dollars? I'm like, whoa, it's crazy.
How many views did your video get?
The first one's like 91,000. Last I checked. Yeah, man,
that's crazy.
It was blowing up so fast, and like the comments were so crazy. I was telling my wife, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Like, this is scary, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Yep. I've never had to worry about like doxing myself, I guess, or like, do people even care that much? But those thoughts came into my head when like I'm getting these subscribers, and like I open TikTok and the first video I see is someone reposting my video. It's just such a weird feeling, but yeah.
It's very strange. Can't imagine how
for sure.
Can't imagine how Zek feels. He's probably used to it at this point, but
I bet so. Yeah, he's been at that for a very long time, I think.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Zexy is awesome.
Yeah,
that guy is so cool. On a personal level, he's just giving me lots of advice and stuff. I got to shout him out.
Yeah,
Zexy's real good,
dude. Yeah, he's actually such a nice guy.
Yeah,
I didn't really talk to him a whole lot before LA. But like he was like, yo man, like he hit me up. I was like, yo, like let's meet up when you get to LA, like let's grab a beer. And I'm like, dude, what, you want to hang out with me? Like that's so cool.
That's sick.
Yeah, no, but he's a really cool guy for real.
That's right. Yeah, he is. I mean, he's big time, and like just for him to take time out of his day to like give advice or chat, hang out with us is super cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you go way back on his YouTube, over a decade ago, you can see some fun videos of his that he was making in like Minecraft and stuff. So
yeah, man, he's been on the grind for a long time. It's dedicated for sure.
Yeah,
I guess that's it though. I can't wait to see what you do with your channel, and I can't wait to see how much it grows. I feel like your channel is gonna blow up.
I don't know. We'll see. You're doing awesome. Same, dude. I can't wait to see where you take this, and I want to see more interviews and more gameplay, and yeah,
man,
keep at it.
For sure. I appreciate it.
For sure.
And thanks for coming on. Yeah,
absolutely. Right. Anytime. Maybe if it's a big group one with Cuz and Kelly and Tommy or something, I'll hop back in with them.
Dude, yeah.
Take a back seat, let you.
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome. If Cuz gets on here, we can get everyone in here and we'll just hang out with Cuz.
Yeah, that would be so sick.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, for sure.